Hey guys, it's Miss Char. I'm here to share a springtime craft with you that's really easy to make, even though it looks like it might be a little bit difficult. Mother's Day is coming too, so if you have a special someone that you'd like to give a special gift to, this would make a great gift as well. So, in the packets that we have here at the library, we have, of course, the instructions on how to make it. We have a picture frame, and then everything that you need to make the flowers, the ribbon, the vase, the leaves and stems, and of course your background. So, first thing I'm going to show you how to do, just in case you've never done it before. Your picture frame will have the glass removed from it already, okay? But Miss Char's going to show you because you need to be able to put your back on when you're all done. So on the back of this frame are little tabs, and they're bent down on the back of this one. So if I were going to take the glass out, which I am, I would push those up and go ahead and take everything out that's in here, including the glass. And of course, be really careful. All right. So when you are finished with your picture, you're going to put your cardboard back in there and put your piece on the top of that first, and then put your piece back in, and then fold those little tabs back down, just like I folded them up, only you'll fold them back down. Okay? So that's all there is to the picture frame part of that. Okay, so let's kind of get started. You've got your glue, so you're going to put it down so that it's vertical. Okay, you're going to find your piece for your vase, and you can use either side of this. Okay, so if you like the elephants or whatever's on the back of yours, you can use that. For me, when I got started doing this one, I found it was easier really to tape it into place rather than gluing it, that first piece especially. I did go ahead though and add glue to it to help it hold once I got it there. So if you want to put some tape on it, if you have tape at home, just remember you're going to put it on backwards, okay? So that when you turn this over, it'll fit. Okay? So start out, you're going to fold it in 1/4 to 1/2 inch on each end. Okay? That's how we're going to make our vase. Super simple. Add your glue on the end, okay, which I've already done here, but I'm going to do it on this end to show you how to do that too. Okay, so just put some glue here. Make sure you get a lot of it on there. And then if you wanted to put the tape on again, you can do that. Just make sure that it's upside down. Okay? And then kind of look at your paper. See where you want it to fold. How wide do you want your vase to be? And then just push it in place. Super simple. Now you have a vase. Okay? Next part we're going to do is, I should tell you too, make sure that you leave about an inch, 1/2 inch to an inch at the bottom, because when you put it back in the frame, you want to be able to let the paper be in there easy. If you don't, I had troubles with my first one. I got it too low, and the frame wanted to hit the vase. So you don't want your vase hitting the frame. So definitely do that. If you're just using glue, you might want to make sure that it's stuck really, really good, and just let it dry for a few minutes before you start fiddling with your paper, okay? Now comes the fun part. We're going to make our flowers. So for that, you take 2 pieces of your circles, and you've got 2 of each color in your bag, and you're only going to glue, okay, everybody listening, only in the center, okay, on the bottom piece. Okay, so only in the center, and then you're going to put the second one on top. Okay, and then just kind of take your finger and rub around, make sure that it adheres good. Okay, then you can go ahead and put on the center of the flower. And don't forget, if you want to put some decorations on your centers or on your flowers or anything, it's always your project. Do whatever you'd like to with it. Okay, so to make this flower, all I did was take my scissors and just start cutting in to the center. Just kind of spacing and just cut in. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be the same amount, because petals are like that. They're not exactly perfect ever. And just cut till you get it all the way around. And then how you make it 3D is when you pull the two apart. Okay, and that makes it kind of stand up. But see how simple that is? You didn't know you could make a flower so quickly. Okay, and then just pull them up, give them a little character. Okay, and then just set it aside until you have all the flowers done that you want to do. If you want to do some that are a little different, you can make flowers any way you want to, okay? I gave you some circles, but don't forget, you're going to glue only in the center. Put your second one on top. Kind of rub around, make sure that it adheres good. Then if you want to make some of the other ones that I've made, like these or this or even that, I just kind of folded my flower, and I just kept folding until I got it all folded, and then I just cut around the edges the way that I wanted to. So if you're going to do that, it gets a little thick, so I unfolded it a little bit and cut so that you just start cutting. So cut your angles out, okay? I'm cutting triangles. I'm just cutting triangles. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to cut to the center. You're going to open it up. Okay. You're going to cut those to the center. And that's going to give you this look. Okay. To make this look, you fold it that same way. You just kind of fold them over. And you just round it instead of cutting the triangles like I did. You just round it, okay? And I'm sure that you can think of other ways to make flowers. So make the flowers the way that you want to make them, okay? Once you have all of your flowers made, and you want to take the piece of blue paper, and you want to lay your flowers out on it, okay, so that you can see where you want them to go, okay? Let's say I have just 3 flowers. I just want 3 this time. So I would lay them out and look at them, okay? When I have them ready, when I have it the way that I want it, then I'm going to add the stems and stuff. But first, I'm going to go ahead and glue them in place. Now, if I were gluing this in place, all I would do is, again, you'll only want to glue the very center. So just glue the very center in and fluff your petals up. But only glue the centers. And the reason for that is you're going to make your stems, okay? And you're going to tuck your stems underneath the flower. And then just tuck them down in your vase. You don't even have to glue them in your vase unless you just want to, okay? They stick down in there really well. So really all you need to glue is up into and behind your flowers. Add some leaves. I gave you plenty of green paper. If you feel like you can't just cut it out, draw with a pencil and draw what you want it to be. Maybe you want some of yours like mine to curve, okay? Here I made this one tall, but I gave it a leaf, okay? Super easy to do. Once you have all that done and glued in place, then you want to go ahead and do your ribbon. Okay, and this is your ribbon. You have a template for it. And it's, once you see how simple this is to make, I actually got this from Pinterest, and it's called howaboutorange.blogspot.com. And so this is not my design, but it's so easy. Genius, I tell you. So you just want to cut everything out. This is going to be the piece that curls, okay? So this is the inside of your bow. Just put a little glue on the end and take it to the center, okay? Do the same thing on the other side. Just a little glue on the end and take it to the center and hold it in place until it stays, okay? All right, this is the tails of your bow, okay? See the back of it? So you're going to lay this one. Mine doesn't want to stick there. All right. You know, if you have that happen and you're in a hurry, you could put a piece of tape on it too. That wouldn't hurt a thing. Okay, so I'm going to glue it right there in the center just so it stays down for me. And we're almost done with it. Okay. I think I'm going to put a little piece of tape on that. It didn't want to stick for me. All right, so I'm just going to take a tiny, tiny piece of tape and put it around the center. But you're not going to see it once I put the next piece on anyway. Okay, so, and then this is the piece, this little rectangle that goes right around the middle. And again, you could even tape that in the back or glue it. And then just glue it onto your vase wherever you want to. And if you don't want a bow on it, you don't have to put one on. You do whatever you want to. Again, anything you make with Miss Char is your creation. Okay? You can fluff your bows up a little bit so that they look pretty. And just go ahead and glue it on. And then the last thing that you get to put on is your ladybug. I don't know if you can see it or not. I put mine in the corner. You can put yours wherever you want to. Just glue him in place. And there you have it. You have your spring craft or early Mother's Day gift. When you are finished and you're ready to put it back in, you want to flip this over. This is your frame. You want to flip your frame over. And of course, flip your paper over as well. And then there are grooves on the back of that, and you just want to kind of hold your frame up and fit it in place, because being 3D, it's going to stick out a little bit for you. So once you have it in place, just put the back on and tuck those little tabs back down. And then it'll stand up just like mine does here. Okay? All right. I hope you enjoy it. I hope that someone that you love maybe gets that as a gift. If not, enjoy it yourself. Have a wonderful springtime, and don't forget, summer readings coming soon, June 7th, here at the library. We would love to see you.